outreach, and I'm on the board also. And I've asked him if he could come and talk to you about Project Management Institute. So you're gonna get a little bit of flavor of what's out there in project management. You're gonna get a little flavor of what Project Management Institute can do for you. So I'm gonna go around with, maybe you wanna introduce yourself first, and then we're gonna start with Ellie when you're done. And they're just gonna let you know like their major, and maybe the grade level you're in, and your name of course, okay? So you wanna introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure.
I don't miss
Hey,
anything?
good morning everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, that's good. Okay, yeah, so myself Vijay Viradia. I'm working as a project manager at Innovisor. It's a like healthcare company. It's a startup based out California. I'm working from home. I have like almost 20 years of experience in IT overall, and as a PM, almost like I would say 15 years. I work as a PM, tech lead, architect, different roles that I perform. I worked before GE Healthcare, Capgemini. Those are the things that I did. Most of the work that I did is on the healthcare side for like almost like by 10, not 10, almost like 12 years of experience. Apart from that, I work for UK-based school solutions where I provided the SaaS-based solutions to them. Yeah. So this is me. I'm currently working as a volunteer with the PMI, Milwaukee. I'm one of the board member as David, right? And my role is outreach. So trying to support people, students, companies, organizations, colleges, to help them to understand like what is PMI, how that can help you in your career in the future, right? So that's the overall, and we'll talk about that. The PMI is like a great institute, how that can help you to build your career, your next job or next opportunity. Okay, I think I'm good. We can start with you. Yeah.
My name is Ellie. I'm an operations and systems management major, and I'm a junior.
Oh, great.
I'm Gavin. I'm a junior, and I'm also an operations and systems management major.
Perfect.
Nicholas, I'm a sophomore civil engineering student.
Great.
I'm Mia. I'm a sophomore biomedical engineering major.
I'm Sky. I'm a sophomore mechanical engineering student.
I'm Jer. I'm a junior civil structural engineering student.
Great.
I'm Andrew. I'm a junior finance student.
Finance. Okay.
I'm Angel. I'm a marketing major.
Marketing. Okay.
I'm Casey, I'm a junior management major.
Management. Okay.
I'm Kyle. I'm a junior. I'm a management major.
Perfect.
I'm Soleil. I'm a junior marketing major.
I'm Alexa. I'm a sophomore operations and systems management major.
Sure.
I'm Vinistin, and I'm operations and management major.
Okay.
And I'm junior.
Sure.
I'm Joey. I'm a junior management major.
I'm Grace. I'm a sophomore finance major.
I'm Milan. I'm a junior finance major.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Jacob. I'm a sophomore operations systems management major.
Okay.
I'm Harrison. I'm a junior operations and systems management major.
Perfect.
I'm Artemis. I'm a junior management major.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Like we have finance, we have management, we have marketing team, and it is very interesting to know that how you use a project management in our area, right? So as I say, like we were discussing, David and right now, that my work on IT, like I did IT project management. So sometimes like when I talk concept about IT project management, that might not work directly. You can apply to like construction management, right? Yeah. So, but the overall project management, the thing that we will try to talk about today, and majorly what about the PMI? Yeah. So are you guys ready for that?
Yeah.
Okay, my voice is loud, sorry. This guy. Okay, yeah, this is too much about me, but yeah, I will share this slide if you want to read, or maybe you can contact me on LinkedIn. So what we are talking about today, the agenda is that why project management matters. Of course, you have taken a class, so you know much better that. PMI, explain what is PMI, how it is supporting the overall project management. Student first value, how it can help you. A student club, a secret weapon that can help you to boost your career. Other activities, and how can you change your future, and the QA. And this is a nice quote, project manager. Nobody knows what I do until I stop doing it, right? So like in one of my project, I was appointed after 3 months, and when I was appointed, when deadline was gone. So then they realized we need a project manager in this, right? So this code is something about that. Yeah. You know, like you are the part of project management. David is a nice person. He explained everything, but this is mattered today, right? 25 million new project management professionals needed by 2030, right? So that is the current need, and that is the gap that we are going to fill, that David is going to fill, the PMI is going to fill, and you guys have to be placed in that. 48 trillion in global GDP depends on the project-oriented work. If you can't believe or not, a project manager is a person who is tracking everything to save the project, right? And this is the number. 70% of strategic initiative fail due to poor project management. It's not a small number, right? 70%. So out of 100 projects, 70 projects are failing just because we are not competent as a project manager, or the project manager is not allocated to that. Organization waste 11.4 of every dollar due to poor project performance, and that directly the key metrics to us as a project manager, how you can make it the performance better in terms of quality, in terms of cost, in terms of timeline, right? And the last one is PM roles are growing faster than the average of all occupations. I can show you that. So overall, in today's market, even like when I talk something about the project, when people say about AI will not going to replace you. Just you need to adapt it, right? So this strategies or these numbers are still there. You can place yourself in the market. You can get a great career with the project management. Yeah, so always a question. When I was a student, when I was thinking about the project manager, I was having the same question. I want to be a project manager. I want to bridge the gap that I have shown you. But how can I do? Right, so we have those things coming up. So let's talk about the PMI. A PMI is a Project Management Institute, right? So what is PMI? PMI is the world's largest project management association, and if you can see the number right hand side. But the Project Management Institute is a non-profit organization that advances the project management profession through a global recognized standard and clarification, collaborative communities, extensive research program, and professional development opportunity. So if you can see, these are the 3 points, right? A PMI is an institute having 714 employees, around 13,000 volunteers. You can see this number, that's around 738,000 PMI members all over the world. So those people are among us, right? They are getting certified, they are getting help from the PMI, they are boosting their career every day, they are learning from each one, they are trying to get the new things done, innovations, everything. That is part of that PMI members. And that's the network that we are talking about. The PMI, it's a network of those people, right? We have like 306 chapters all over the globe, right? It's not a small number, right? Almost in every other cities you can find the chapter, right? In Milwaukee, we have the Milwaukee chapter as well. Almost like 900 people are joined, right? We talk, we discuss, we think about how we can make it better, right? So that's the opportunity that we have. And you can see like, it's not a small, or it's not just started, it's like started in 1969, right? It's a long distance that he covered. The best certification that he is having is the PMP. I'm sure you are aware about that, but maybe I can explain a little bit in the later slides. The project management professional is the world leading project management certification, ensuring members meet the demands of projects and employees across the globe, adapting to ever-changing world. So this is the certification like. Sometimes, of course, like you need to perform in your interview, right? But first is that you need to open the door for the interview. How can you open the door? And that is the certification, right? I'm a fresh graduate. I want to apply for a role that requires 2 years of experience. I know I'm competent. I know I can do that. I have learned a lot, right? But the HR is not allowing me to enter because they cannot trust me. But if I'm having a certificate, not this one, there are a lot of certificates in the PMI. At least I can say that, hey, just allow me for the interview. Open the door. I will perform. If I'm not perform, of course you are not going to hire me, right? So that's the certification power, right? And I can show you like how powerful is this. If you can see internet, LinkedIn, any project management role, they have a note over there. If you have a PMP, it's an added advantage, right? Means you are just opening the door, and the person sitting in front of you taking your interview, just thinking about that, yes, this guy knows project management. Of course, you need to perform on the interview, but your first door, your first gate is open now. They are very much clear that why I am hiring this guy, right? So this is the very much important for this. And the purpose statement, I think very small font over here, but the purpose statement for the PMI is that cultivating a vast ecosystem dedicated to raising project success, the key outcome of PMI's work, right? So every day, every alternate activity they are doing, just they are helping how you can reduce that number that matters, right? How we can reduce the error, how we can reduce an expense lower, right? So that is the overall PMI activity. It is not that I know everything, but you know something. I want to learn from you. You will learn from me. You have a different project. Every project is unique in this world, right? Because every project has a different stakeholders, different mindset, different thought processes, right? Different goal to achieve. So there isn't any two projects we can say these are the identical, right? So this means that everybody need to understand each other, the thought processes, the learning they have did in the past project, and you need to make it success. Are you guys ready for this? Sure. How many is ready for the PMI or the PMP certification? Have you ever heard before the PMP certification? Can I ask somebody what did you thought for and any thought processes? Yes, sir. You heard about that, right? PMP before?
Through a professor.
Okay. So what did you learn? What you thought for?
I think it's a good opportunity, especially like you said, to open the door for other opportunities that you might not get coming out of college. Like you said, it opens that door. And yeah, I mean, for anyone who wants to go into project management or is thinking about it, I mean, I think it's a good opportunity.
Okay, nice. Anybody else wants to share their experience? Like when David suggested, hey, just go for a PMP, it's a good certificate. Anybody just went home and then searched for that? What is that? No, but at least try today. Okay, yeah, so what I was talking about the PMI, right? So if you can see the 5 different areas that they are doing, certification, of course, PMP, CAPM, advanced AI certification, there are a lot of certifications out there. Standard development, right? So as I was talking about, like everybody is working at a different project, different stakeholders, but we don't have a standard, right? I'm doing a different plan, David is doing different plan, when you start something a different plan. But what is the standard? Is there a best practices there? Is there anything that I work for David as well? No, because me and David are never communicated, right? That's the PMI help over here. They try to make the standard, they try to make a standard respective to each industries, like construction management, as I say, like there might be a different plan than IT project management, right? But this PMI help you to standard that, and you can use it, you can adapt it, you can start your first project with that, and of course, when you learn, you can have their own standard. Yeah. Education and training, right? There are a lot of e-learnings are there, a lot of webinars, courses, right? Even like with PMI Milwaukee, like we have 2 sessions every week, and the industry experts, just in the Milwaukee area, they come here, they talk about the project management. And the thing is that they talk about what they learn on the day-to-day activities, right? So that's the industry things that you can get. Research and insights. PMI is heavily investing in the research, right? They are putting a lot of money, they are putting a lot of effort, because the research can help to go and advance the next level, like what they are doing right now, how AI can help in the project management activities. Community and network, I say like there are almost 300 chapters, 900 people are connected in the PMI Milwaukee chapter. So that's a thing. You can talk, you can chat, you can try to learn, and a lot of things that you can do if you are planning to go in the project management career. And advocacy, like apart from that, all our activity that they are putting a lot of effort in making project success, organized success, getting job done. Yeah. Any question before I move to the next slide? Sure. Okay. Yes, as I said, like there are multiple certifications are there, but the two are the most taken, right? I was talking about the project management professional. It's required 3 to 5 years of experience to start with that, and a little bit tough. It's like almost 3 to 4 hours of exam I gave in 2013, so I not exactly know the timing today. But if you can read the question, it will take almost like 2 minutes for you to just read the questions, and then you have to think the answer. You have another 1 or 2 minutes, right? So it's a strategically you need to think about any questions. But this is one that we can get started. If you feel like I don't have an experience, I want to open the door. When I go for the interview as a PM or a tech lead, or not even if you're not thinking about the project management role, pursuing, like even if you talk about, like let's say I'm talking about a development role, right? Lead development or architect, that can help you because it gives a basic fundamental how your project is executing, how your day-to-day activity as a person, as a people, as a human, what you need to do to make the things successful, right? At the end of the day, our bread and butter comes when we make the different things success, right? So that's the thing. So CAPM is the certificate where you can go with. It's quite easy. It's not that tough like PMP, but it is still open the door for you. Right? It's like maybe 1 or 2 hour exam, straightforward. You can take a couple of training we have in our PMI Milwaukee chapters. You can take and then you can get that certificate. Yeah. Any question between these two? Yes.
So when it says 3 to 5 years experience, is that of being a project manager in the field, or what does that mean?
It's not specifically for the project management, but if you have like a tech lead kind of experience, or like if you show that you manage the team, you manage the people, then it's good, right? It is not like you need a certification to show that, hey, I did for 5 years, but they looking for a recommendation. Let's say from David, and David knows you, and David say, yes, I know this person, he worked for this particular company for 3 to 5 years or was experienced tech lead as a PM, and then he can recommend, and PMI trust on the David's word, and then they will allow you for the exam. Yeah. Any other question? Okay, well, I'm talking about the PMP, right? Like as I said, like every PMI, every project management role in LinkedIn, they mention that added advantage if you have a PMP. If you can see, it has been started like almost in 1982. In 2024, it completed like 40 years. It's still a #1 certification in the project management area, right? So it's a lot of things you gain if you go for it. Let's talk about the local PMI Milwaukee chapter, right? So I started with Milwaukee chapter, I think last year as a board of director. I worked for a couple of different roles, and this year I'm performing as an VP operation. As I said, like my work to reach the people, to make them understand like what is PMI, how they can help in your career or maybe in the organizations, how they can like boost their project, they can save money on that, right? So as I was talking about, if you can believe the 900 members who are part of the PMI Milwaukee in this area only, right? So they are connecting each other almost every alternate day. We are in non-profit. We started in 2000, and our goal for this area is that to provide education and training opportunity, building a community, and career advancement assistance. So not only today, like PMI Milwaukee is almost trying to reach almost every other institute, try to help the students building their career, like making resume, profile building, helping them that how they can present themselves, not only from the project management perspective, right, but from all other aspects, right? How can you a better person in that way, right? So these are the different activities that we are doing. We have a chapter meeting, networking lunches. You can meet people, you can talk them what they are learning. And it is not for a project management directly, like that is the people like from Johnson Control or maybe Northwestern Mutual. You can talk them, hey, I'm this guy, can you refer me? And it will start opening the door for you, right? When a person from an industry will refer, HR will see the resume. But if you apply from the LinkedIn, its chances are almost like 10%, right? So that the networking is, that the relationship is that we teach in a PMI Milwaukee. Mentoring program, right? We have a lot of people that always try to support, try to help the people. Like if you need any support, hey, I want a support from project management perspective, from a technical perspective, or I'm in finance, I want to learn this. How can I do that? You can ask questions. I am sure people will be there ready to help. But because you both have a relation that you are a part of PMI Milwaukee, they are a part of Milwaukee, one relation can start that group. Volunteer opportunities. I'm sure like last year we had a program and almost like 300 people joined a one-day program in Milwaukee, and couple of students from either here or UW Medicine, Milwaukee, they join as a volunteer, right? So this give opportunity to put in your resume that hey, I did this because I know that stuff, I know the things how it has been done, right? And we have partnership like almost all the top recruiters over here in this area, like Rockwell, Johnson Control, Northwestern Mutual, a lot of stuff, I think G as well. How we can help the student, right? Of course, this is the part that I was talking about. Resume workshops, right? Mock interviews, career panel, access to internship, real world project and case studies, leadership opportunity to volunteering, right? So this is more from like what we do, this is how we can help the student. Like as I say, like the goal for PMI is that how we can help to advance in your career, how you can start in your career, right? Students stuck in that first job that hey, if I get the first job, I will get the second very fast. But the first job, the first gate is the difficult, right? And we have a lot of resources. I'm just pushing you a lot to just get the help, work done, get your first project or the first job. Yeah. Any question? No? Or shall I ask? Whom should I ask? Any volunteers? Nobody? What do you think? Yes, how can help for your career, for your next role? Will that be helpful? What do you think after this, like one slide or two slides? What is your thought process?
For what I want to get into for clinical engineering, it's a lot of project management, a lot of like working through like talking machines and then introducing them to the hospital like work staff. So I think accessing the internship, especially for me in the healthcare field, it's really hard to get into. And being able to talk to people like Johnson Control and or like GE, it's a really awesome opportunity to also for me look at my resume and work in that way.
Okay, yeah, that's a nice thought process. Yes, ma'am. What do you think? How, like, I'm not saying that you just join today, give me the money and everything. No, just think about that. I just want to open your mind. Will that be helpful? Just put a question to yourself that, hey, will this be helpful to me or not? What you are thinking?
I mean, it's pretty interesting. Right now, I'm currently doing the certification in supply chain management.
Okay.
And having this on top of it can be really helpful. I mean, having international students, it's pretty difficult to have internships right now, especially right now. So it might be a really helpful to
Okay, nice. Yes, sir. What do you think?
I mean, I think that if anyone were to do this, I don't think it would hurt them in any way. I think
Yeah,
it's
that's the
only
point.
beneficial to opening up more, even if you're not necessarily like interested fully in doing project management, the opportunity is there to get the certificates. It's only gonna build your resume and make you more well-rounded when you're applying for jobs.
Perfect. Okay. Any? Yes,
I
sir.
do have a question. How many would be interested in, if they did like resume workshops on campus or mock interviews, how many would be interested in that? Just curious.
Yeah, we can plan. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Okay. Yes, the number that I already shown before, right? I will be one of them. Say out loud. Say out loud. Say out loud. Yes, not a project manager, but a professional, right? You are going, why are you studying, right? You are going to be a professional, right? And this is the thing. Okay, now a secret weapon. How we can start with, how we can do this lot of activities, right? In MSOE campus, you don't need to go to the PMI Milwaukee, right? You can start over here. People will come over here to guide, to teach you, to help you, to support you, right? And that's the stage that probably we are talking today. It's a PMI student club. Yeah, so what is Chapter Student Club? And this is a PMI initiative across the globe, almost like more than 300, 400 clubs, students club specifically. Students are just like supporting each other, helping each other, and industry people come over there, helping them to build the first job, the first career, the first project, right? Yeah, so what this is, Chapter Club includes, and there are 4 points. Any group of university or higher education students. Number 2, working together as a chapter. The first thing that we learn over here, how you can work as a team. Develop project skill, explore career opportunity, and build a community within an organization, within a university, within a department, and drive the meaningful impact. And that is the last word that we need to think about life, right? At the end of the day, you will be a project manager, you will be a tech lead, you will be a developer, you will be in the construction industry, you will be in the marketing, right? But at the end of the day, you need to drive the meaningful work. If you don't deliver a value, nobody value you, right? So that's the thing. That's the thing that we need to learn, and this club will help you for that. The key objectives, like what we already discussed, that drive interest and explore different career paths, foster the development and application of professional project management knowledge and skills, build connection. This is the one thing, right? The relationship, the connections, right? When you need a job or when you need a support, nobody will directly go and help you because nobody knows you. But if you have a relationship, you build a connection, right? Even on the LinkedIn, they know that who you are, and then you can ask for the help. Can you ask for the help anybody on the road? Hey, I need this. Can you put my resume? No. But if you have a relationship, if you have word with them, if you know them, if you have even email exchange, at least you can say that, hey, this is the opportunity in your company. Can you just put my resume in front of the HR? And of course, they will help you, right? But for that, this is the key stuff: build connections, relationship, right? And I learned, like, when I left one job and I started for another job, that I feel like, okay, that is the key thing that required, because I have a lot of connections, but not the one that I'm looking for, right? So, yeah, support the employability and the certifications, right? As I was talking about that, there are the stuff. Yes, any question? No? Okay, yes, as I was saying, like, we're not doing the first time. It has been done like the multiple times, multiple people. Initiatives are there all over the globe. You can see a different like Houston or maybe Guyana, right? This is Chennai. A lot of activities are there. People are doing. So when you start this club, you have a lot of resources in front of you, and you can just take an advantage. You don't need to pay for like resources. If you want to learn anything from outside, you have to pay for the course, something. Here, no. You are a member, you are done, right? Okay, so the two things that we are talking about and how this can help you in the future, right? Let's wait for this one. But these are the skills. Let me hide this the first portion. This only the word soft skill. Just read the soft skill. Do you think it's only a project management thing? Do you think it will not help you if you are not be a part of project management or if you are not be anything else? But anywhere you go, you need this thing. Leadership. Leadership is not like somebody is reporting to you. Leadership is about like presenting yourself, talking about like what your thought without fear. Interpersonal skills, right? Team building. Team building, you are either you are a part of the team or you have a team. Conflict resolutions. You are anywhere, even today as well, like in the class, you require a conflict resolutions because when there are two persons, there is always a conflict and you need to resolve it if you want to go ahead. If you don't resolve the conflict, you will not move further, right? So those things is required. Negotiations. Do you negotiate every day? Yes or no? With yourself as well? No, 4 o'clock I will not wake up. 5 o'clock, no, I will not go for the gym. College, I don't want to go today. Right? You negotiate? Right? Decision making. Every day we are making a decision. You take a decision to be a part of this group. Right? Critical thinking, emotional intelligence, adaptability, and the time management. Time management is the most sellable word since like centuries, but still we don't know how to do that, right? Every other podcast, every other leader say, hey, I can help you time management, but still we are learning, right? So I'm not talking about the project management, but this club will help you to build this one, and that is required for your first interview, first job, first project to be completed, any role that you are having. Now let's talk about this. This is the hard skill, actual project management skill. Review, rework, and reporting. Do you think that if you are a project manager, then only you are doing this? No. You are a developer, you are writing a code. You need to review it for somebody's code, or somebody is reviewing your code. You need to talk with them, you need to learn. Change management. It's a hard skill for the project manager, but still we need to learn in any role. Scope management. I'm asking you to, can you do this project? Yes, I'm asking to you, can you do this project?
Yes.
Which project?
Any project.
No, you don't know which project, right? You need to ask me that, okay, which project, what is the scope, what I have to do? You are a project manager or not? You are a developer or you are a marketing personnel. Your manager say, hey, I need 3 leads. Okay, what leads? How leads? Which company? It's $1 million company or $1 billion company? It's a startup or the local shop? Which leads that do you want? That is the scope of your work, right? It's not a project management, it's a core skill, but still you require a day-to-day job. Task management, similar to time. Risk management. How many are we managing the risk? Every day? Right? I started my car at almost like I'm from Brookfield. I started my car. Yesterday I just checked the map. It's showing like 20 minutes. Okay, I will start by 9:15. I will reach over 9:40. I'm good. When I started, I found that there is a traffic in 994. How will I manage the risk? So I thought yesterday that okay, let me start 5 minutes early. If something is there, I can save myself, right? That's the risk management. It's not a project management only. These are the things that you need to boost your career. The first job, quality, procure, stakeholder management. How many do you know about the stakeholder management skill? Yes, sir. Do you know about the stakeholder management? Yeah.
No.
I would like to ask questions to people, okay? So at least people are listening. Want to make sure. Anybody? Stakeholder management?
No.
Okay, what is stakeholder? Any thoughts? Yes, sir. Somebody? Somebody has a money in the company? Okay, so that is the one perspective. From the project or a group, we all are the stakeholders, right? For this particular deliverables, the class, we all are the stakeholders. We have a different role to perform. I'm presenting, he's mentoring, you are learning, right? MSO is providing the support. We all are the stakeholders, right? So when you are going to do anything in your life, right, you need to manage the stakeholders, you manage the expectations. David's expectation was different. Hey, you need to complete this assignment by this day. Else, no. My expectation is that yes, just ask me the questions. MSO's expectation is that guys just learn everything and get to the better job or the best job so they can just promote you, right? So those are the things, right? The stakeholder expectation. So again, I'm talking about the same thing. Project management, the word is there, but these are the key things that we need. If we don't have this, we will not sustain in our career in any mode. If I'm a CEO or I'm starting my career, but these skills are required at different level, different things. How many are agree with this? Okay, great. Any question? Yes.
So could you go more in depth about the emotional intelligence aspect? I know that plays a huge role, and I think like coming here, we're learning hard skills, but soft skills is kind of what you learn along the way. You pick them up, but how exactly would you apply emotional intelligence within project management?
Yeah. So this is a good question actually. When you are in the team, right, you need to understand the different perspective of your team members, right? Maybe if you are a foreign student, right, you need to understand that perspective, their culture. You need to show interest, right? You need, like, I want to take a work from my team. I have like across the globe team members, like one in China, somebody in US, somebody is in India. I need to learn. I need to understand their time zone. Sometimes I need to talk about that. Hey, how is your family is doing? Who are they in your family? Just trying to understand what is their perspective. How are they coming to the meeting, right? So from that angle, we need to understand about our team members about that. We need to connect emotionally. I'm not saying that hey, every meeting, man, what are you doing? No, but just from a relation building, just we need to just give empathy, like to the people. That is the thing. When you just give empathy, right, that will help you to take the work. It's a bad word, take the work, but to grow yourself as well as your team. Yeah, and that's my perspective. Yes, how can I build this skills, right? Again, professional development, skill building, and community leadership, that can be done with under one banner that is called PMI Club at MSOE, right? We can make different groups, CAPM groups among the students who are interested in just trying to help them, how we can grow, how we can build their career, how we can pass the exam, right? As David was saying, that we can think about like resume workshop, LinkedIn workshop, how you can present that better yourself, guest speakers about your industries, industry tours, something we can just go and, if it is IT, I would not suggest industry tour, just go and just see the computer, but of course, Rockwell, you can go and learn a lot of things over there. Skill building, right? So there are the different things that we can, of course, the technical workshop as well, like Jira or the MS Project or Trello. But not only this project management tool, but any other things that how many people say that, okay, I need to learn a Java or a specific AI. We can plan somebody expert in that area and we can plan for a session for you, right? But you need to tell, unless you will tell to people, to friends around you, nobody will understand, right? Nobody will think about that you need this. Community and leadership, yes, different opportunities, mentorship circle, collaboration with another club, conferences, volunteering, and the different projects. Any question?
I just got a statement. We do a hackathon with the computer science, software engineering.
Okay.
And then when you talk about hackathons with PM roles, what are you talking about?
When you talk about hackathons, yeah. So I think what we can do about like from industry example, we can provide a problem, right? And you can think about how you can apply the learnings, project management learnings, starting from initiation or kickoff requirement to the closing, and of course last the lesson learned, right? So we can do that, right? We can provide a different different problems and put in a group and fight with the different club as well. Yeah. Any questions? Similar questions? Yeah, and I think David has a nice idea he shared with me last week about like we can think about the better or the bigger way. We can just like take this group to the UMW or Madison's or any other institutes and then just let's compete. I'm a better project manager. No, I'm a better project manager. Let's compete and we have an industry expert just support you to that, hey, how do you did, right? We can do that. Yes, the same numbers again. So out of 25 million that we need, this is the assumption is that there is 12 million new opportunities in the project management or the leader areas. 30 million are driven by retirement, right? And again, the three things you need to think about it: collaborations, support for the career and learning path, and that's a thought process behind the club, and that's why the club is running successfully across the globe, right? There is nothing to gain to PMI, right? This is just for you. You need to run it. You need to take an initiative. You need to take a lead. Just learn about that soft skill, apply that to the club, and ready for your next role. Okay. I want to be a project manager. Where to go from here? Let's build something meaningful in MSP. And the last slide. Anything? Any questions? Or I will start asking. Yes.
So I was a few minutes late, but you skipped a slide about you. I was wondering if you could tell us anything about yourself, like how you joined the company and your experience.
Okay. One thing I should not say, but let me tell you my journey. Like in my engineering, in my eighth semester, I had a subject called project management, and at that moment, it is in 2003. Like that, I came to know about the project management, and there's the book. I'm not sure you heard about R.S. Pressman, like 400, 500 book. And when in India, like when you are in engineering, generally you start reading like before a week, the exam, right? And 400 pages I need to complete in a week, and then I just got interested in that. Then I started my master's, and my major for my master's was in project management. And I had some conflict with my my project management teacher or a professor, and I got a 0 in my first exam, right? And the rule was that like if I cannot give all the subject in India, I'm talking about, if I cannot give all subject once again, then I cannot get a grade. If I give only one subject, right, just I get a pass, not the grade. So I thought like, okay, I had a 5 subject in that semester, let me apply again. I applied, again I got 0. Then how it can be 0 in project management? Is it possible? 0 in a project management? Because it's an approach. Your approach is different than me, but still an approach. There can be my approach is much better or your approach is much better, but still is an approach. And again I learn. Again I sit in the exam for another 6 papers for that, then I clear that with a good grade. And that, like, my interest increased. I started my career as a .NET developer for almost like 7 to 8 years. I performed various roles, and then in 2013 I want to pursue this role, so I just gave a PMP. Luckily, in the first attempt, I cleared that one, and then my journey started. As I said, like, when you have certification, you have a title as well, right? Then they give me the title. Till that, no. Then I advanced in my career, I got a title. When I get a title, maybe you can get another job easily. That because I was doing the same role at a different company, right? And then my career started. Currently, I'm managing like almost $70 million portfolio. In the healthcare, I have been delivering projects for Kaiser. I'm not sure you heard about the hospitals, but another major hospitals in US. Yeah, so we are implementing a solution, AI-based solution, where we defining that this patient is risky or not, like what are the chances of them to come back to the hospital or die, right? So that we do, and I'm managing that portfolio. I'm leading that project management activities over there. So that's me. And then yes, in India I was like part of a PMI for almost like 3 years as a volunteer, and I was doing the same thing. I like this one. I just go to different colleges, institutes, organizations, and just promote. Not the word is promote is not the best word, but just go and talk about the PMI project management and help them to understand, like, these are the open resources in front of you, just use it. Yeah. Any question? Yes.
Ask another one. You said a little bit about generative AI and how a project manager role wouldn't be replaced by AI. But in some way or just situations, do project managers apply artificial intelligence, and how do they utilize it?
Yeah, so we are using right now, but in the beta version, is not the first thing that we need to take out the thought process that AI will replace project manager. No, right? But yes, AI will replace those project managers who do not learn AI, right? Because I started using like my notes, right? Sometimes my project plan, I just try to get help from the AI. We have like HIPAA compliant AI that we install, and we are just getting help from them, right? So you can ask a lot of questions to them, and based on your industry, based on your organization, how secure is that you can use it, right? But it's not going to replace you. Yeah, and there are a lot of scenarios. You can like create a document, you stuck somewhere, you just ask help, and you can take it. Yeah, there is no harm. It's the industry, it's a technology, right? It's not harm. But like, just like my team member asking me one question, and just go and AI that, hey, just help me, and then I'm putting back to that. That will not help me. That I'm going to replace that because I'm training the AI, right? But yes, AI you should use in a way that you have to, yeah. Okay?
We're out of time. So, thank you for this.
Thank you. And thank you, David, for allowing me.
It was a pleasure having you today. I'm gonna give you a BKF call a swag bag. It's all about MSOE. So hopefully there's something in there that you want to keep. Otherwise,
Sure. Well, thanks.
Awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Friday.
All my clothes were
Thursday.
I'll have it for you on Friday.
also
I
He's
will
actually
forward it.
Arthur, he comes up.
Woke up and at 8 a.m.
So I'll talk to
I'm
him.
going to sleep. Forget to set
That wasn't funny, don't.
I was on Friday, I wake up at like 8:58, and I get on my day.
Yeah.
Call me. And I'm like, what's up?
A lot of
Like, what could you
students are scared to talk. I was hoping
possibly,
one
like, just got
ask me a
here,
question
and he
or
was
something
like,
about your
how do you feel
career.
about AI, if like, da-da-da-da, and I was like, right, okay, cool. Dude, I learned just today, like, so I got some act in the face by a ball yesterday, and like, completely, like, one of the men volleyball players shagged the ball, and it bounced right off the floor into my face. And I like passed out this morning, like, spit up like a clot of mucus.
Yeah, I appreciate you
With just
coming.
straight from
I'll probably, like I said, it's gonna be on for like,
In the shower.
Just sit there and be like, I couldn't even sleep, bro. I was like, this is
It's a
terrible.
wait for each other to decide what to do. And I,
It's a
sorry, school
lose-lose.
times, I'm like, just can't look like, I was helping them do it.
Okay. Yes, yeah.
So I was told step aside. So I'm, it's like I gotta pull back in, I'm gonna have to get into this.
Okay, yeah, just let me know if anything.
Yeah, so I'm just probably looking at starting, I'm asking them for, to send the time that they would be available. And then just have that time, come up with a schedule. I think the first one, I might just bring them together and talk, get it all here, we need to do stuff. And we can't wait for each other, so we have to do this.
Sure.
And then have you come to the second meeting and talk about it as well. I think we get a better advantage of PMI on it. And I want to talk about redesigning the current logo they have to actually incorporate the MSOE, the square, with that square that goes with the, you know, could be like a P and I, and
Okay.
then and
Okay.
have put the MSOE
Yeah,
square
okay.
there. Right.
Got it.
So,
Sounds good, yeah.
yeah, so it's more like a student organization.
Okay, thanks.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Hi, I have a question for you.
Just a minute, I can just stop this.